tyrant is me. I will kill thousands or hundreds of thousands of innocent people in our country and across the world. I resolved to bring sudden terror and suffering with horrible poisons and diseases and gases. Men and women, boys and girls, thousands of civilians will be killed. Weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction.
That we're dropping on a city. Atomic bomb wasteland, Vietnam gritty. With M16 strap blast, no pity. It's the sound of the shot. One round splits into 50. Of death and the wickedness is written in scriptures when you're sick and stricken with infections of syphilis. Ignorance is causing all kinds of commotion. I'm rising beside the notion. I'm hiding behind a rifle scope, and I'm provoking with unlimited focus because I'm hopeless. Now I'm hoping that the flow will turn the roses to expose us. In this ocean I'm corrosive and I'll terrorize the plains. The rain is pouring down, the puddles thickening, leave stains unsuspected in my veins because you'll never be protected. When I'm in the room, call it murderous infected. While my arms strapped in, then I am injected with veins, venom, and the dose was highly neglected. In my dreams when I rest, demons are ripping apart my flesh with the crest of Satan on my chest, burning a bolt sensation, releasing a death is cold in my breath. Freezing inhale the season of MIC with Degrade on my left, with the grenade in my left. In my dreams when I rest, demons are ripping apart my flesh with the crest of Satan on my chest, burning a bolt sensation, releasing a death is cold in my breath. In my dreams when I rest, freezing inhale the season of MIC with Degrade on my left. The plan was to use me as a message, I reject it. Gathering intelligence is highly effective. For my motive is a giant, as I'm receptive to violence, cause I'm a lion that will be stepping on the world crushed so small you can't find it. The sound of sirens make them bow down to this tyrant, as I am colliding with the force of metaphors that will spread across the nation like a plague and pagan war. My missile facilities of all past production, and then the sky falls from weapons of mass destruction. Cause my fly seduction is higher when it's noted. My rhymes exploded, lines that cut your throat when the time is quoted. When I focus, take a step back, reach out with my arms and grab the earth. Squeeze it in my palms until it's broken. Spit a savage verse, I'm ravaging with action. I'm decapitating masses first. Politicians piled up in the back as I attack them. In my dreams when I rest, demons are ripping apart my flesh with the crest of Satan on my chest, burning a bolt sensation, releasing a death is cold in my breath. Freezing inhale the season of MIC with Degrade on my left, with the grenade in my left. In my dreams when I rest, demons are ripping apart my flesh with the crest of Satan on my chest, burning a bolt sensation, releasing a death is cold in my breath. In my dreams when I rest, freezing inhale the season of MIC with Degrade on my left, Degrade on my left, Degrade on my left.
A production of Degrade Kingdom.
Back in high school, I was deaf, dumb, and stupid. The sex, drugs, and music, rough friends, sluts, and shroom Crypt, ruthless influence. This school was I drank liquor, puffed and paint dinner, then went home and ate a steak dinner. Breaks differed only in the herb that I purchased, in the worth and my purpose when my verses would surface. Veins surging with courage till I felt I was invincible. No principle or judicial system made a difference, so I kept on being cynical. Valiant and talented, for my own battalion, known as the Reptalians. Just a bunch of rowdy kids boozing in the forest. The school was like a fortress for the youth, consumed with non-bumps and bruises. Constant knocking, kids unconscious in the lockers during squabbles, causing problems till you end up in the office. It was awesome. These are just a few things that I knew it. Back in high school. Back in high school. Back in high school. Back in high school. Back in high school.
I'd wake up, do my makeup, bake up, always in the midst of a breakup. Never got an A once, I was too too busy smoking blunts with my cute pretty crew with me. We knew quickly what the guys were about, cause they were always blowing smoke at the side of their mouth. I had my doubts, we would always blaze in the woods until the cops came like every other day in the hood. We stayed if we could, in a state of our arrogance. There was some shenanigans comparable to Ireland. As artificial mannequins scamper through the hallway, always worried about the small frame all day. I'll say, what a waste of time. I never wasted mine, but I also didn't have a basic mind. Now it's Degrade and it was all ice cool in my life.
Back in high school. 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 If I could go back, I would do it all the same. There's nothing I would change, not even my grades or the flaws in my ways. You can call me insane, but it's where I met Wally. That's product of fate. What was taught to obey till we born to behave. It's those thoughts of dismay, yo, get locked in our brains till we're lost in the maze of our conscious arrays. Like it's all just a phase we've forgotten with age, with the honest mistakes that we all have to make on the way to the top. If we want to be great, when we conquer and take, when we are in a maze, when we're offered our praise and resolve to this place. What we've got on our plate as we walk with the weight on our shoulders, but boulders can topple and break, then it's over. You're closer to promised escape when you're older. Behold what you long in a way, that is all I can say about my life, my life, my life, my life back in high school.
Murder in collaboration. Motherfuckers. The world's in disorder, torn by a mortar. Horrors that form your love when you're cornered. Criminals running for the border is the plot that's distorted or not, then deported or shot. Swing a sword that will span the course of the block. A torso of a thrown corpse will form as it drops. So drown as the storm rots your flesh, and it's all confessed, left where your skull rests. So don't test, I'm holding vengeance, so relentless with the sentences of evidence. Repenting, no remembering the negligence. It's like descending into hell with weaponry, cause I'm dependent on defenses of my enemies to see what they are sending me. My regiment to remnants from the slash past in the present. I'm dismembering the veterans. Consequences of my tendencies will leave you trembling, so I'll be severing or weathering the storm forever end. As it's torn and feathering, with my blade I'm etching the lies that I forever sin. I'm stepping with the grin that's diminishing the skin of the violent that are rising high like tyrants in the wind. When all I can depend on is the fire in its singe, acquiring a pen with the desire to write when I was 10. Write when I was 10. Write when I was 10.
Gross. Degrade. Endless.
I'm gonna smoke grass till my last breath. Take a puff, sit back in ashes. I pass left, better believe this is my thesis. To smoke weed till I sleep. And yo, Jaheeb, it's speak, man, don't be speechless. Reap every word for the according to each his own. Chrome revolver that will demolish your dome. I'm warning you, stop calling, I'm not home. Alcoholics Anonymous here, I'm at a tone. Goodbye, and then they call me on my cellular phone. I pick it up, hello?
Hi.
What the fuck do you want?
Yo, it's me.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to be an asshole, but they've been calling me all day, so what's the hassle?
Nothing, just called to say that I finished my verse.
Okay, let me get high so I can envision it first. I just finished mine and it's written in cursive. Its design is diversified, the rhyme's worth it. Who want the phonies, your homies, you don't confuse. Only the lonely, but nobody roams in twos. The ones who know me today, so they don't refuse. Only the lonely, but nobody knows the news. Who want the phonies, your homies, you don't confuse. Only the lonely, but nobody roams in twos. The ones who know me today, so they don't refuse. Only the lonely, but nobody knows the news.
Yo, one day I'll be back to bring the attack. Pull a fucking gap, yeah, we pack in auto max. This is how we do in the shithole, you all know. This is Stratford's rap, keep it fucking real, yo. And in the fucking end, you may live to know what it's like to get nothing but skanky ass hoes. Shit's hard to believe, but listen real deep. You'll see how to understand life's mystique. If you want an example, I will give you a sample of this town's ample supply of dirty Spanish flies. It's not wise to stick in the wide-ass size. Fucking custy ass broads I do so despise. I used to be Jehovah's, but I put them in the ground. Fucker used to mess around, so I keep them down. Now I'm fucking back from a long fucking trip. Bitch, step up, don't ever fuck with my shit.
Who want the phonies, your homies, you don't confuse. Only the lonely, but nobody roams in twos. The ones who know me today, so they don't refuse. Only the lonely, but nobody knows the news. Who want the phonies, your homies, you don't confuse. Only the lonely, but nobody roams in twos. The ones who know me today, so they don't refuse. Only the lonely, but nobody knows the news. Who want the phonies, your homies, you don't confuse. Only the lonely, but nobody roams in twos. The ones who know me today, so they don't refuse. Only the lonely, but nobody knows the news. Who want the phonies, your homies, you don't confuse. Only the lonely, but nobody roams in twos. The ones who know me today, so they don't refuse. Only the lonely, but nobody knows the news. I'm harder than you ever heard of. Harder than the rock when Dr. Spock says the word love. Harder than my cock when I'm in shock watching bird love. Harder than the clock when it tick-tocks what you scared of. Bird love, tweet, Twitter tweet about crank on the bitter beat. Literally, glittery bitches on my fucking hit list. Man, you know these bitches also on my fucking wish list. Hobbies and interests. Fuck your whore mother in the butt with a torn brother. Before supper she's covered in smothered and warm butter. To be more subtle, I was born trouble. Call me chauvinistic, although we're different, it seems boning is in both our interests. Don't you get it? It's simplistic. We're releasing tension. She'll get beat to death with my dick if she gets a yeast infection. Don't need protection. There's a morning after pill for that. But you'll have to take it fast, or I'll have to kill your cat. I'm nasty. Cause I'm the bad guy. Always the bad guy. Say I'm the bad guy. Been on my mind a little as I tried to find a little piece of quiet pussy to fucking grind my pickle. I got no time for simples. I wanna slime your dimples. Grew up with the thought in my head. It told me crime was fickle. Crime is nothing but an action deemed inappropriate by law. That's his reaction. Open up your jaw, then relax it as I smash it. Just know I won't stop until I blast it. Leave it flaccid, leave it coughing like a casket. Calling card for a bastard. She swallow hard on the mattress. Hold up, wait a minute, put a little Satan in it. Roll up, say your gimmick, rap, hey the mimic, fuck it, suck it. Bitch, I want my nut licked. Then you want your tub fixed. Then you want to snuggle with the bubbles. Then I rubbed it. Trouble when she rubbed it. Nuts a little something in the rubber that she tongue kissed. I'm nasty. Cause I'm the bad guy. Always the bad guy. They say I'm the bad guy. They say I'm a fucking sick puppy, but the chicks love me. Mint honeys with the clits runny, cause the dick hungry. This funny bitch when she swallows me, slobbers constantly. So I perform a side of me properly with misogyny. She's my piece of property, and if you don't believe in that, you'll be tripping a little. I'll give you an aphrodisiac. Believe that ladies live for pain and bliss. They're only tamed and slaves by gangs, chains, and whips. The crazy shit, that unexplained bad addiction, craving bondage, domination, and sadomasochism. Don't ask permission, it's giving them my lead and follow. Because that seed you swallow won't get to see tomorrow. You breathe from sorrow because of me. Coming must be a luxury. Luckily I'm the one who's been rubbing your luscious double D's. But I feel corrupted, there's nothing that can compare to me. Can't you hear the lust of seduction in my vulgarity? I'm nasty. Cause I'm the bad guy. Always the bad guy.
while they walking.
Hey Stein,
You know, just playing.
Degrade, Studio 323.
This track real nasty.
You know what it is.
Yeah, pretty bad, man. It's all good though. You know, it's nasty, man.
My mission is to reminisce of what was made today. So listen for a minute, I'm a different shade of gray. Some people say I'm a wolf in a sheep's clothing. Compete discreet, take a peek and keep noting. My own belief is the reason I need quoting. So go to sleep as you bleed on the street, soaking in your own fluids, bone, mucus and blood. Appointed to a point of view that only you've understood. Yo, few are good, most are evil it seems. The people and scenes I've seen couldn't equal the dreams. The reason the teens will battle with the demon's disease and breathe in the trees, the greens of the feeling at ease. Tell me what
Do you find in a criminal mind? What do you find?
Then was like, here's a fight to meddle in. Some treble in the mic, now recite the settling and let them in. Like a taste of old medicine, I brought them back to life with hype, but they dead again. Despite adrenaline, I'ma do my best to protest and invest in this mess in the sense that I'll make it. Because I'm blessed, but don't take it as a sign I'm impressed. Cause I'm less, you're mistaken. Infest like I'm waking up, but I'm shaking. Possessed by the taking. Fuck dedication, my rhymes need erasing. These times need replacing. These crimes that I'm facing, I find like I'm raising the bar just to pace, but I'm far in the case, and I scar like I'm tracing a bar in my waist or a map in my skin. Wait for that to begin. Get back on the track and attack them again. Say great. He stood and viewed the earth so burnt and decayed. He saw zombies eating flesh, though he wasn't afraid. No praise from the God that he thought he had prayed. No gun or grenade was to come to his aid. As the dead laid cold on the roads that were frozen, our habits it took toll. We were covered by ocean, no commotion or sound. They had broken it down and destroyed it, and then passed the poison around. MC and believe you me, it's Eugene and Degrade in the 323. We got Ben on the bass and Jocelyn on piano, and Emma singing grace like it's too much to handle. With Justin on the drums providing the beat for us, and Crazy J to the right with the sweet chorus. So what do you find in the criminal mind other than subliminal sign in this a critical time?
I stand for virtue alone. With deception failing, I'll make a pass at him with my blade. In the aftermath,
play the lies mine, knowing I speak of you in heaven.
I'm a Crypt ruler, quick doula kid with a big tool. I sift through the shit, stool and piss for my 6-shooter bit. New, don't meet you in the middle of town. You'll get filled with a round, blood will spill when you're down. Spitting my brown dip out, sick as filling around. Familiar with sound, my spurs when they're hitting the ground. Got goods, I'll be there in a flash, wearing a mask, waiting for the carrots to pass. Tear through the past, drinking liquid beer in a flask. I'm unembarrassed to ask if you're scared of my wrath. Committing terrible acts with the weapon I choose. They feel my breath in the room as I enter saloons. I'm friends with the goons, crazy from the lead in the wounds. Expecting a rules, professionals are bending the rules. And we like to play with fire like a moth to the flame. So call us insane, but after this revolving a train. Bang, bang.
I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang, 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 bang.
Gunslinging, drug bringing, kingpin, dark feeling. Happens to be 12 on the clock when I start killing. Everything's falling apart when the card's dealing. Drinking whiskey, smoking cigars till I start spinning. Turn my double barrel, shoot the sheriff if he starts winning. Raise the bid higher than the bar when I start drinking. Shine of the moon, my accomplices are goons. Others die from the fumes when they try to consume. So wear a bandana like an outlaw, holding my gun in my right like a southpaw. Aiming like Jesse James, center of attention. Then I claim to fame is to murder all the henchmen. Treacherous filled with Pinkerton is all in our intentions. But when you're in the West, friend, death around the next bend. Falling shells repeaters in the crank gun. If you're a cop, then I'll shank one. Cause I gotta meet up with Degrade for the bank run.
I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang, 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 bang.
I sit down at the table taking shots, I can't stay sober as I play poker. Chain smoking till the game's over, closer to the end as I'm playing for keeps. An ace up my sleeve, an expert in the ways that I cheat. I make them believe it's simply just the luck of the draw.
There's something I saw, it's hidden something under his arm. A couple of cards, but settling this once and for all. Front of the bar, hope he brought a gun to the brawl, and someone will fall.
A call on a dead man's hand, to the victor goes the winners, let the 10 grand stand. There we stood in the ashes, two deadly combatants to handle the matters. With who can draw the weapon the fastest, a method of madness. It seems to be a means to an end. One of us will be deceased, we'll never see them again. See us each with a grand in the sun on our shoulders as we see each other flames, draw guns from the holsters, bang, bang.
I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you, bang, 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 bang.
Pay strict attention to what I say because I choose my words carefully and I never repeat myself. Recently I planned and set in motion events to execute the perfect bank robbery.
Everybody get down on the floor now!
Why? Because I can.
I nodded the god as I walk in the building. Got a Glock 10 hidden, posing as a civilian with the intent to kill men, women, and children. Will spill innocent blood for bills up to $1 million. To be vague, I'm concealing a bag that needs filling. The name's great, today I'll be playing the villain. Walk straight up to the bank and start waving the gat as I make a lead the way to the safe in the back. My accomplice shoots 2 cops at the left entrance. So what's bank robbery next to a death sentence? Relentless, blow a hole in this blonde whore. Yo, corrosive when explosive on the vault door. Kill them for Satan with no hesitation. Spraying dirty rounds at the ground, waiting for detonation. Call me gunslinger, I'm the bringer of death. I 5-finger discount until no figure is left. I got a Glock, you ain't stopping me. Here to take your property. The objects you see is a commodity. Money you talk about constantly, it's a problem. So win the lottery and you'll get shot, this is robbery. I got a Glock, you ain't stopping me. Here to take your property, the objects you see is a commodity. Money you talk about constantly, it's a problem. So win the lottery and you'll get shot, this is robbery.
I'm sweaty, waiting for the ready from Degrade. Turn this guard's vest to confetti, then we can get paid. I'm deadly with machete, steady with the blade. If you don't decide to fend, be descended in your grave. Pretend to guard with the broad on the pavement as I give the nod that the bomb's in its placement. A condon wrong, often engagement with cop shells, cases, and mask-covered faces. Then displaced by the SWAT team bases and homicide statements on radio stations.
Emergency.
Two lost Caucasians debating the rate of the plan and escapement. While the state's fully making the claims with civilian, your blood still stained in the raiment. I'll be taking the lottery, honestly, never disarmed, call it constantly robbery.
I got a Glock, you ain't stopping me. Here to take your property, the objects you see is a commodity. Money you talk about constantly, it's a problem. So win the lottery and you'll get shot, this is robbery. I got a Glock, you ain't stopping me. Here to take your property, the objects you see is a commodity. Money you talk about constantly, it's a problem. So win the lottery and you'll get shot, this is robbery. I got a Glock, you ain't stopping me. This is robbery, this is robbery. This is money you talk about constantly. This is robbery, this is robbery. I got a Glock, you ain't stopping me. Here to take your property. This is robbery. Money you talk about constantly, it's a problem. This is robbery. You'll get shot. This is robbery. This is robbery. This is robbery. So win the lottery and you'll get shot. This is robbery.
Jump the devil and a halfway crash.
I stand at the temple, branded like a bandit, a rebel. I'll shake hands with them but never plan to dance with the devil. I'm very unsettled, compare me to your stereo special. Let's spare me a treble, let's play to an unbearable tempo. Insanity level increased, I will never be pleased till the rest of them sees are dead from when I left them deceased. I'm pressing the lead, progression in terrestrial league. Exceptional breed, exceeding mental stress and fatigue. This is second degree murder that I thought I should mention. Impossible problem presented when I've slaughtered his henchman, drawing attention in my weapon. I will get to the devil and then we can settle this shit on a professional level. His head will be severed with metal by the next instrumental. I'm better than ever, I never will forget my potential. So let it be known that he should've left me alone. When I get to his throne, I'll leave his soul embedded in stone. Degrade. 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 It's Degrade.
The devil walks with me every step that I take. Cause if I try to shift my weight, then my shoulders will break. But I'm going insane, and the temperature's rising, and I'm pulling my brains out of the side like Cobain. While I'm wrapping a chain around my neck for the pain, just to see what happens when I faint and pass from the strain. I wouldn't see past insane, cause I'm jacking a plane. Crash in the back of a train while I'm on acid and cane. Hang gliding with no parachute, I'm slashing my veins to the grip of my palms and fingers have practically drained. When I fall from the sky, I realize that I can't die, cause Satan cast a spell and took all of my past lives. Now I stalk this earth with a grin in his talks at first. I wanna ask why, but he'll deny, and then I'll chalk him first. When I lob his head off and toss across the earth, so all the continents can watch as the bombs disperse. Rose.
If I ask Clay,
I get in a rage and smash your face, and if I call Degrade,
you'll be in my basement wrapped in tape.
MIC,
build your casket,
gats for when you pass away.
Murder and collaboration, that is all I have to say.
It was twisted aggravation,
then became a fascination in the padded basement.
So insane that we would laugh at Satan as we packed away into the day of your decapitation.
Wearing mass adjacent lacerations with the axe adjacent. Patterns made when hearts are palpitating.
Through emasculation like some math equation,
just subtracted from the calculation. Call it calibration.
As displayed graphs
assassination. It's a avocation matched with hate inside the tracks. We'll make it practice ancient.
As a task awaited for the action state
Had arrangements
to be paid in full and given admiration.
till that bastard changed it and erased the fact we lacked the payment. We were agitated, mad with anger as we smashed his face. Degrade. Rest of eternity, nobody will know him. He needed better security, we thought we would show him. I don't know where we're headed, but he mentioned we're going. Murder, 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 get used to the drop. Murder, 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 get bruised from a shot, no confusion. Yeah, we never losing on top, cause it's murder, 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 yes, murder, 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 yes, murder, 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 get used to the drop. Murder, 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 get bruised from a shot, no confusion. Yeah, we never losing on top, cause it's murder, 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 yes, murder, murder, murder.
Making my own currency, blood I'm rich currently. While the blade's asserted, that's the verdict out of courtesy. Constricted by a serpent, I'm a perpetrator with the battle axe. All swing serrated verses, I was service taps. Tossing the garbage slash from the circumstance. Now I'm rolling up my fucking past without a second glance. Smoking from a burning ash, kicking in the door with the Jason mask and a casket that I paid with cash. Calculate how many graves is math. A bloodbath in deception you're depending on. I'm Decepticon with telekinetic weapons drawn. A Megatron, a clown killer. Shooting chains from the palms of spawn. Cut short like a coat of arms when your hands are gone. I was mantled with no answer when I spark the cancer. I'm as white as light and dark as panthers when I bark and splatters. The brain matter a disaster when I rip your throat.
Murder, 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 get used to the drop. Murder, 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 get bruised from a shot, no confusion. Yeah, we never losing on top, cause it's murder, 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 yes, murder, 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 yes, murder, 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 get used to the drop. Murder, 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 get bruised from a shot, no confusion. Yeah, we never losing on top, cause it's murder, 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 yeah, murder, murder, murder. I used to dwell hell before. In the center core, my flesh deformed, though I resemble Skeletor with devil horns. I sold my soul, then went to see if they were selling more. I headed up to heaven's door to get what was left in store. It was way too much, but do you think I gave a fuck? I placed it up and turned that place above into angel dust. And as I take a puff, I wonder why I say this stuff. My veins are cut, my blade is caked with blood, so much it made it rust. I'm gonna stay corrupt as I give a righteous shot and bite the eyes, cause I'm striking God with a lightning rod. Condition is frozen over, but now the ice is sliding with the slightest nod. I applaud that this life is flawed. Sacrifice the higher power in the final hour. Before you die, spineless coward as you spiral downward. Fire showers from the sky when the time is ours. It burns and turns the highest towers to the finest powder. Murder, 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 get used to the drop. Murder, 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 get bruised from a shot, no confusion. Yeah, we never losing on top, cause it's murder, 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 yes, murder, 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 yes, murder, 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 get used to the drop. Murder, 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 get bruised from a shot, no confusion. Yeah, we never losing on top, cause it's murder, 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 yes, murder, murder, murder.